Hello, good evening. Welcome to Sandy Ainley. I hope each one of you are well, so to speak. I'm really on the mend, I don't mind having said. In the past day or so, I've been suffering with my rehabilitation mental condition, particularly suffering with some depression. I say some, it's got better this evening, marginally. However, physically, I have been in quite a bit of pain. The good news is that for the moment, I'm continuing on my, to take my cocodamol painkiller system, and that is helping me considerably, I don't mind having said. I thought I'd do a vlog this evening. It's quite a while since I've vlogged, and I've been thinking to myself, my goodness me, what am I doing not vlogging? Because I do not so wish for one of you to give up on my vlogging. And so I've really pushed myself, not that I don't enjoy it. Once I'm vlogging, I'm enjoying myself, usually. However, when one's feeling under the weather, so to speak, everything is magnified and more effort. And I'm finding at the moment, I mean, for example, this evening, I messaged a friend to say I may not be able to go to see Annie with you, Little Orphan Annie, the musical, in the New Wimbledon Theatre next month, November. Now, which I did, as I said, I'm going to be too unwell to go to see Annie, that really does mean that I'm not feeling well. Annie is my favourite musical, I don't mind saying. And so I just thought I'd put that concept, that matter forward to you, to each one of you. So I'm going to be doing a shopping haul this evening. I bought this pair of footwear. Well, I say bought. It's all gifts. However, I'll show you what I have. This is from Temu online. And I bought this pair, black patent shoes. I really love this style, don't I? I think some of you have probably seen my footwear of this very similar nature in the past. And I'm just looking here. I thought I'd placed this pair in my purple bag. I.e. purple bag, incorrectly last evening, and I was frightened that I may have ruined the shoes, the footwear. However, seemingly not. So I've bought a new toy for my cat, and here is the item box. And I think this takes batteries. This is not from Temu. However, everything I'm showing you tonight is from a friend. I'm just looking here. Yes, electronic. But one does need batteries for this, I think. And in fact, if I get it out, I can show you the precise item. I'm trying to get it out anyway. Yes, this is the one I checked yesterday. It definitely takes batteries. And please look at how cute this is. And I can't wait. Well, I'm going to have to wait. However, I don't so wish to wait for Oreo to have a game at this. One undoes the bird and then just, hey presto for Oreo. And what I'm doing is once a day, I take out a new toy of Oreos and organise it, as in if I need to order battery selection for that toy, etc. And I just look after the toy to a point whereby I hopefully each day play with one new toy with Oreo. And then I have this super pair of white patent sandal. And this I bought again from Temu online, Temu. And again, I know the weather's going to start getting colder. However, I do get very hot very easily, I don't mind saying. So it's of no surprise to me that I'm going to probably wear these rather a bit in the next year. So that's my collection of that purple bag. Then I have this pretty container, and inside is a toy of my baby Oreos. And this is today's toy, new toy choice. And the batteries are inside. And I shall show you what it does, if I may. Oreo seems to love this toy. I've had a good time with Oreo with this today. And Oreo is just so super cute playing with this. Oh gosh, bear with me please. This again is not from Temu. This is from, I think, Pets at Home online. I'll try to... For some reason, I'm not closing it properly tonight. I wasn't doing this earlier. There we are. So please have a look at this. What takes place is, here we are. Oreo is already just woken up from Oreo's little sleep, I think, or rest, to be more precise. Little pretty butterflies moving round and round, and Oreo has been trying to catch the butterfly pair, and really it's just attracted Oreo's attention because it's been such a fun day with my little boy. And I have other toy selection that Oreo has enjoyed in the past of very similar nature, just not quite as, excuse my expression please, posh. And they're not quite, as I said, as sophisticated as this. And in fact, I'm just thinking I may declutter them. I shall declutter them if I find them. as a result of the fact that I need just one good one. And that's all. So, that's very good. So, one more item I'd like to show you. In fact, more than one item. And please inform me what each one of this selection I'm going to show you is for. As a result of the fact that I bought them, I'll be honest with you, I like the colours. But please, if you know what I can do with each one, I'll be so appreciative. Then there's this one. I know each one is for exercising. And then there's this. And I'm also planning to show you, and please contact me concerning all of this. And then I have my new bag. Please look at that, how cute that is. It's just super, super, super cute. Ice cream van. Please guess. I think this is actually, I was going to say Temu. Yes, I think it is Temu, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have my slider pair. This time a pink pair. Please look at this, quite unusual. But I like them. And they came separately. However, I've also got this pair of slider bag. And again, I think each one, the sliders and the bag from Temu. By the way, each item I'm showing you today, I paid peanuts for. I don't mind saying. And I have this from Temu. I think this is from Temu also. This pair of trainers. Super cute. And probably going to be one of the most comfortable pairs of footwear that I have. And a nice size for me. Leaving plenty of space for my feet to relax. And you might find this quite interesting, each one of you. There's this one here, which I'll show you one example. I don't know if I mentioned to any of you that I suffer with receiving cysts on each eyelid. They form at night, I think, when I'm asleep. And forgive me if I'm incorrect, please. What I've been informed is that the sleep that one gathers at night around one's eyes gets caught, I think, inside the passageway of the eyelid, and then develops into a cyst. It's kind of, the cyst is like the flow of the passageway gets blocked, and then it forms into a cyst. And if I do approximately half an hour of using, I'll show you one of the ones which, here's each sachet. This is a different make, however it's the same idea. And it's in the shape of a pair of goggles. And this particular style heats up without one needing to use a microwave, and it just naturally heats up, and one can use it for at least half an hour. It stays nice and hot, and that's really good to rid of cysts on one's eyelids. And it works for me. In fact, it works better than me using gel goggles, which I find A, most unhygienic, and B, it didn't seem to work for me very well. I continued to have cysts, whereas now my cysts are much, my eyelids have cleared up considerably. And I also have one more nice item, which is an eggplant version, I think, of a leg pillow. It's for in between one's legs. If one so wishes to turn and sleep on one's side, then the bones of each leg are not going to protrude into each other with the pillow in between one's legs. And I bought this from Temu. It cost me about £20. And last but by no means least, this is, I think, from either Shane or Temu. I think Temu is the most pretty, sweet mug with a cute lid and a lovely spoon. And I've had a cup of coffee in this, and it's really cozy and fun drinking from this. And so I don't mind saying that that's the last item that I'm showing you from my selection decluttering this evening. Not decluttering, sorry, I've got decluttering on the mind. I do quite a bit of decluttering each day, that's why I said that, of my new items. So I do so wish to talk a bit on subject of, on a much more serious note, the goings on in the world presently, from the point of view of the so-called war taking place at the moment in Israel, and unfortunately, I found out that Israeli baby has been killed, executed, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if I'm incorrect, please. Maybe more than one baby by the opposition of Israel, the opposite of Israel. And more than 1,000 Jewish people have been killed in the past 10 days or so. And Israel has been retaliating. And I just feel ill from it. I don't want to talk much on the subject tonight because it doesn't help my mental health. However, what saddens me is the fact that innocent people on both the side of Israel and the opposition to Israel, opposition of Israel, and involving innocent parties on each end, at each side, is just haunting me. I'm not saying that I agree with anybody hurting anybody. However, at least if somebody's going to be targeted, to target someone who is doing harm. And what, I'm not saying one's to do that either, but at least, if, you know, I think you've caught the message. I think you've caught on. You clever ones, each one of you. So I'm just horrified, sickened, shocked. It's shocking. And I just also was watching a Piers Morgan interview, and forgive me if I'm incorrect, please. Holocaust survivors have been tortured and killed in the past 10 days or so. Some Holocaust survivors. And I think that, forgive me if I'm incorrect, please, Piers Morgan said that it's beyond depravity, and I would say that Piers Morgan has put it so correctly. I just wish to say that in a world as it is today, and this is of no disrespect, absolute no disrespect towards anybody who's a parent to one's own offspring. I repeat, of no disrespect to anyone who has one's own offspring. However, certainly me for myself, I'm so pleased that I didn't give birth to any children in my life. Because for me personally, I don't think it's a world for children. It's just too cruel out there. And for me anyway, for my standards, my style, my habit, it's just not a world for children as far as I'm concerned. And that's where I shall leave it for today. And I'm sorry it got a bit miserable towards the end. I just wanted to express myself, and that was my only idea for speaking on the subject. And may I suggest that one tries to consider the person next door to one, and it just shows that one doesn't know what the next door person is feeling within one's skin. And that's why, for me personally, it's so important to be conscious of the effect I'm having on the person next door to me. I'm not saying I'm God's gift to correctness by any means of the word. I do such silly things sometimes I could scream. However, I try not to hurt someone who hasn't been malicious towards me. And on that note, food for thought, and I bid you goodbye. Please take care of one another, and please take care of yourselves. And please Shalom, which is Hebrew for hello, peace, and goodbye.